And let's move on to some updates from Russia. The country's President Vladimir Putin has announced a successful test of a nuclear-powered cruise missile amid Russia's raging war with Ukraine. Putin announced the completion of what he lauded as decisive tests of the Burevestnik missile. He also ordered the preparation of infrastructure for the deployment of the nuclear-powered weapon.
I'd like to ask the Chief of the General Staff to report on one more event. It concerns the testing of the Burevestnik nuclear-powered cruise missile with unlimited range. We'll need to determine what this is and what class of weapon this new system belongs to. We need to determine its possible uses and begin preparing the infrastructure for deploying this weapon within our armed forces.
Russia carried out the missile test on October the 21st, claiming that it travelled 14,000 kilometres and remained airborne for some 15 hours. Russian military chief said the weapon's technical characteristics allow it to be used with precision against highly protected sites located at any distance.
Comrade Supreme Commander-in-Chief, this test was conducted on October 21st. Indeed, its difference from previous tests was that the missile flew for several hours, covering a distance of 14,000 kilometers, and that's not the limit. Nuclear-powered, yes. And the Burevestnik's performance characteristics generally allow it to be used with guaranteed accuracy against protected targets at any distance. Furthermore, the missile performed all the prescribed vertical and horizontal maneuvers during the flight, thereby demonstrating its high capabilities for evading air defense missile systems.
Putin had announced development of the missile in 2018. The Russian president has cast the weapon as a response to a perceived threat by the United States. However, the Russian missile test did not sit well with US President Donald Trump. He called the nuclear-powered missile test inappropriate. Trump's condemnation of Russia's weapon testing came a day after he ruled out meeting Putin. He said that he won't waste his time meeting his Russian counterpart unless there's a deal in place.
I know that we're going to make a deal. I'm not going to be wasting my time. I've always had a great relationship with Vladimir Putin, but this has been very disappointing. I thought this would have gone long before peace in the Middle East.
Well, since taking over the Oval Office, Trump has been making efforts to broker a peace deal between Russia and Ukraine. However, there have been no fruitful outcomes so far. His Alaska summit with Putin in August also failed to yield results. Meanwhile, the war in Ukraine is far from over. An overnight Ukrainian drone attack reportedly killed one person. The attack allegedly hit a minibus, killing its driver and injuring 5 passengers in the region. Russian authorities said that air defense systems intercepted 193 Ukrainian drones, out of which 47 were over Bryansk. The recent attack came a day after Russia announced its missile test, which, if deployed, could act as a game-changer for Putin's forces.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all 3 just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.